Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we have a little recap of everything to pay attention to before Blockwars Rookies 3, which is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which I think is 7 p.m. GMT, whatever UK time zone there is. So that should cover most time zones. I know not everyone is covered there, but the basic ones. Anyways, Rookies 3, it's tomorrow. It feels very soon, but it is tomorrow. Update video just went out. I did the whole tweet and everything, and I'm gonna talk about everything that's been tweaked and everything that you may want to know in advance, just in case you want to be updated for the event. First, the teams. These are the teams. I don't want to jinx myself, but no dropouts yet. I'll just say yet, just in case somebody does drop out. No dropouts yet. So these are the teams as of right now. As of their initial announcement, they have not changed. So this is what they look like. If there's a creator in here that you like, go watch their POV. Of course, there's some Minecrafters in there, some really good Minecrafters, some newcomers in there, some returning Rookies players in there, a whole bunch of fun teams here on our hands. And I think there's a POV for pretty much everybody. So go explore the teams, go explore some creators, and find a POV that you love. Anyways, update video time. A couple things have changed. Number one, Steinbolf was sick this time around, so I ended up voicing the update video. Here's what it sounds like. Hello everybody, and welcome to the update video for Blockwars Rookies 3. Anyways, that's all you need to know. What has changed? Number one, it is November, okay? For most people, obviously Thanksgiving season is gonna happen in November, blah, 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 whatever. I'm European. It's Christmas time, all right? So, winter-themed hub. It's not Christmas-themed yet because it's not December yet, but it's already winter-themed now, which is very nice. And, yeah, that's the hub. Some other things have been winterified as well. I don't actually know what's being said in this part. Hold up. Bring our newest cohort of rookies, an amazing event. So without further ado, let's go through. This is just a little silly moment. Anyways, one thing that has been added that is very important. Hub practice area for Tridents and Elytras. One thing that has become very obvious recently especially is that with obviously the progression of Block Wars, including more variety creators, there are certain aspects of Minecraft that have been introduced semi-recently to the game that a lot of these variety creators haven't really interacted with before. For example, Elytras or Tridents, which have been introduced around 1.9 to 1.12 era, or so somewhere around that time, right? And yeah, these are things that a lot of people missed out on, right? Minecraft's a long-standing game, and some people just haven't had a chance to play with these things. So we have added a little practice area in the hub that should allow people to get at least a little bit more familiar with everything. I'm hoping that the rookies captains take the responsibility to bring their team on the server in advance if possible, in the instance that they need to get a little bit more prepared with Tridents and Elytras. Thankfully, outside of Trailblazers, the race map doesn't have a lot of Tridents and Elytras, as opposed to our, main line event maps that Obi makes, which are great, of course, but they can be a little bit tricky for some people who haven't played a lot of Minecraft. So just nice to have a chance to practice around, see, how things feel, and hopefully it'll help people get a bit more introduced. As mentioned, there's the Tridents with the water. There's also Elytra rings, which I think give fireworks, but I could be wrong. So that's very nice. Next up, Party obviously was reintroduced to Block Wars last event with a handful of new games, 2 new games specifically, the other 2 games being Splat and Photon, which both received new maps and slight gameplay changes. This time around, some tweaks have been made to Party to make it a little bit more of a smoother experience, mainly for the newer games. Number one, Go Down has a couple of tweaks. I think you have actual checkpoints now, so it's not just a straight thing. You have like checkpoints, yeah, there's some fall damage I think is slightly increased because it was a little bit too easy last time around. So yeah, Go Down is a little bit more forgiving in terms of full progression, but it's a little bit more difficult in terms of per section progression, if that makes sense. Next up, you have Heist, which I don't even remember what's been done here. Let's actually listen to what I say. I literally voiced this and I don't remember, so let's find out. Meanwhile, in Heist, points will now be split across your whole team instead of being awarded individually. We've also adjusted the map to Yep, that's true. So team splits points in Heist because it's better. I think I didn't design this, so I do agree. I think team split points are nice because I think you can get a lot of points in Heist, and I do think there is an element of teamwork that you can do to score a lot of points. Obviously, last time around, I don't think that happened, but it is very much a thing that you can do. So you can work as a team to get one of your teammates to score a lot of points. So very interesting. It was also very easy to score 0 points, so this helps make things a little bit more spread out. Next up, Photon. One of the main things with Photon was that the spawns were a little bit goofy. Now there's been a bit more cover added around the map. I don't know where specifically. I mean, this looks like a little spawn area. So yeah, some coverage to spawn around the map has been added. Very nice. You love to see it. Next up, Trailblazers is back. Trailblazers was benched last event to make room for Party. Now it's back, and in turn, Battle is benched. So yeah, Trailblazers I think has a couple of new levels across the entire game, which is very nice. This is Blitz Hunt. Blitz Hunt I think has a couple new rooms as well, just to keep things a little bit fresh, and also to make sure that even the experienced players versus just the rookies have something in Blitz Hunt that they don't know, as opposed to the rookies knowing absolutely nothing, of course. There's also going to be some surprises for the main players, which is very fun. Battle is benched, as mentioned. Tomb Titans has been nerfed a little bit for specifically rookies to make things a little bit easier, because I think if you threw this current rookies roster, this roster, into a normal version of Tomb Titans, it might be a little bit too hard, because it kind of is designed around a top frag helping their rookies teammates, but not their entire team. So hopefully this will make things a little bit easier for everybody. I don't know if there's any other changes being made. Let me check.
The playing field as players venture deep into the tomb. For this event, you'll be seeing easier mobs as we have globally reduced damage across the game. We hope this will help our rookies to enjoy this game without losing.
No, okay, there's no other changes for specifically Tomb Titans, so that is that. Spliff is back to OG mode for specifically rookies. Okay, back to just having 2 regular Spliff rounds and then a TNT Spliff round. Reason being, Meteor Spliff needs a couple of tweaks at some point soon, and in its current state, it is a little bit too chaotic for probably a lot of inexperienced Minecrafters to actually have a chance at playing the game. So hopefully just the OG Spliff will be a nice little throwback and make things, a little bit more easy, a little bit more fun, and also just nice, a little nostalgic experience. It's always fun to see a little throwback every now and then. So that's Spliff. I don't think anything else has been changed. Nope. Race is back on Kerbal. There's some map tweaks that were made for Kerbal to make it a little bit easier, less parkour heavy, implement some of the newer features like the ice boats and some of the other small updates into the course. And yeah, I think it is a bit of a better experience, hopefully, and especially for rookies. It's nice to have a different map in the pool rather than just go back to Canyon Run over and over and over. So yeah, very nice to have Kerbal back in rotation. Extraction is back to Toy Town for the first time since the start of the year, I think, unless it wasn't even in January, but I think it was in January. Either way, it was last time it was in was winter at the start of the year or end of last year. So it's fun to see Toy Town back. This is a map that the rookies have not played yet. Rookies has now played the classic map, which is Steam. They've played Hanami Temple, which is the sakura leaf tree, the pink one, the pink tree one, the Japanese one. That one they've played. Now they're playing another new one, for them at least, which is a returning map, of course. So hopefully the captains will be able to guide their teammates through this a little bit at least. So yeah, this will be fun. It's also just fun to see, again, a map back in rotation that we haven't seen in a long time. Again, another thing that has been changed is for only this event, and this is emphasis, only for rookies, the crossbows have been changed to the photon crossbows, which means that they auto-recharge. The reason for this is, in the actual main event for blockwars with extraction and past extractions, one bit of a skill gap that is very difficult to equalize without doing this has been reload speed. Obviously, it is this thing that you have to get used to, and adding on to it, like EU and other ping players are going to have a harder time with those reload speeds. So hopefully, if everything is automatic, this should be a little bit easier for everybody to have a bit of a more even playing field, while still keeping, the recharge is somewhat, well, recharge doesn't exist in this, but you still have to play around it a little bit. So I think this is a nice little change to make things a little bit easier, hopefully. And then finally, I think, is Orderup, which has received 2 new items, being the orange and the lemon. These are new trees, which have not ever been added to Orderup before. There's been some like crop tweaks, but there's never been like a new thing added to the map, I think, at least. So yeah, you've now now have some trees, orange being the orange one, and yellow being the lemon. These are permanent additions. This is not Rookies exclusive, so this will be fun. And eventually, of course, once the custom recipes are thrown back into the mix for Block Wars, they will be included in some custom recipes going forward. And then furthermore, other changes that have been made for specifically this event only, again, just for Rookies, is rabbits have been entirely removed, which means all rabbit-related recipes have been removed, and the cake has been removed, just to make things a little bit easier for Rookies, because certain teams may not have the ability to have a dedicated crafter while letting the entire rest of the team, play the game properly. So hopefully this will make it a little bit more fair. It doesn't mean that Feinberg just gets a free win, but he might still obviously do insane. It just means that, like, Feinberg being able to craft a cake in 1 millisecond isn't going to diff every other team. So that is that for Orderup. It also has received some winter decoration, but it's very minimal. Also, another thing is a quality of life feature. This is a permanent thing, is you can only put in the maximum amount of the order in each order now for every item. If you shift click it in, which is showcased here, if I just play this real quick, see there, shift clicking, and it only allows the maximum amount required for the order, which is very nice, a nice little quality of life touch. And that's it. Go watch. This is the time for Rookies. Go watch Rookies, please. We put a lot of effort into Block Wars in general, and Rookies is kind of an event where we typically take a step back for, dev and build and everything, but we, go all out for a cool roster. So hopefully this will make for a very fun experience, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, because I'm actually playing on this. I'm on this green team over here. So come watch me if you don't already have a POV. If you have a POV, go watch your POV. Anyways, see you all later. Goodbye.